Namo Amitabha Buddha. Hello everyone. So in today's video, I feel like talking about how to best assist Nianfo for other people at the time of near death. So we talked about before how the purpose of assisting Nianfo is really to help the person who wants to seek rebirth to be mindful of Amitabha Buddha. So there is no agent between Amitabha Buddha and the person who wants to seek rebirth. For anyone who wants to seek rebirth, one must be mindful of Amitabha Buddha. So it will not work if other people Nianfo and you don't Nianfo and you want to seek rebirth. So this will not work. And I talked about before, for people who really have deep faith, vow and practice, and also with very good cultivation, it's most likely you don't need any assistance at the time of near death. You will know your time of rebirth in advance or even much in advance, and you can seek rebirth easily. But you may invite other people to come and to Nianfo just to be the witness, not really to assist you. But still, assisting Nianfo at the time of near death is also a common practice in Chinese Pure Land Buddhism, where a lot of Buddhist groups in China, they offer this kind of service for people. First, maybe their faith in Amitabha Buddha was not so strong, and also their cultivation may not be so strong, so they need other people to be there to remind them to be mindful of Amitabha Buddha. Or for people who they have not even heard of this Dharma, and only at the time of death they encounter a Dharma friend. So this Dharma friend can also be there to assist Nianfo. So for these people, how can we best assist Nianfo? So Master Yin Guang, the 13th patriarch of Chinese Pure Land Buddhism, has discussed this matter in details in his letters. So I don't believe this particular letter has been translated into English yet. So currently, I think only perhaps 1/4 of Master Yin Guang's work has been translated into English. And hopefully we will be able to translate more of Master Yin Guang's valuable letters into English. So his letters are really valuable resources to help people to understand the Pure Land Dharma Gate. If you don't want to read the sutras, if you don't want to study too much, then just by reading Master Yin Guang's letters, you will have a very good understanding on this Pure Land Dharma. So in the letter, Master Yin Guang talked about 3 main issues we should be aware of when we try to assist others to Nianfo. So the first thing is really to skillfully comfort and guide this person to give rise to faith. So if this person has already heard about this Dharma Gate, if he already has faith, then you probably don't need to say too much and just start to Nianfo with this person. However, if this person has never even heard of this Dharma and only towards the end of his life, then it's really our duty and responsibility as Pure Land practitioners to tell them about this in simple language. And we really should not worry about whether he or she might believe or not, because we don't have the psychic ability to tell how much of good roots this person might have cultivated in their past lives. So his own karma and Amitabha Buddha's great vows will take care of that. So maybe for someone we may think he or she might not believe, but at the time of near death, if we tell this person about this, then he might just take belief instantly. So we cannot speculate, and also we really don't have time to speculate. What we need to do is just to convey this message in an easy way. And even if this person may not believe, it will still plant the seed for future liberation in their future lifetimes. So our duty is just to deliver this message, so at least they have the chance to know. So how you can do this is just to tell him there is a Buddha called Amitabha, and there is a Pure Land called the Western Pure Land of Ultimate Bliss. What you need to do is just to recite Amitabha Buddha or Amituofo, and you can seek rebirth to the Pure Land. If this person sort of nodded or he said yes, then you just start to Nianfo. So there is faith, vow and practice. if he is somehow maybe unconscious or fall into a coma. So sometimes even when they fall into the coma, they may still be able to hear us. If in his mind, even if he can't respond, and he somehow agreed to this in his mind and somehow was thinking about Amitofo, then he can still seek rebirth to the Pure Land. So we should never give up. Our duty is just to deliver this message in simple language to establish faith and vow. Once this has established, then you can go into the second step is to Nianfo with this person. So what we need to do best is to place a Nianfo machine. So in China, they do that. They place a Nianfo machine where this machine can just recite Amitabha all the time, 24 hours. Or what you can do is just to use your phone, your iPad, and on our YouTube channel, we have the playlist called Namo Amituofo chants and also with recitations. And you can just play that. It's best that we play recitation and just Amitofo constantly. So Amitofo is the easiest. They don't need to recite Namo Amituofo at the time of near death. Amitofo will be sufficient, easier to recite for people who are at the time of near death when they feel quite weak in their body. So best for them just to recite Amitofo. And you can also recite together with this person, but we may not be able to sustain so long for our recitation. So that's why we recommend to always play this recitation for 24 hours or even longer time. So this person can keep the constant mindfulness of Amitabha Buddha at the time of near death. And the last thing which we talk about in our previous video is not to touch this person. Avoid touching this person immediately after death. Wait for best 24 hours before one can touch the deceased, because it may take time for the consciousness to exit the body. If we touch this person, then we may create suffering for this person, and he may not be mindful of Amitabha Buddha. And also for people who are assisting Nianfo and also family members around, please do not cry, do not make any noises, because what this does is actually to elicit maybe more attachment for the people who are about to seek rebirth, to be attached to the Saha world, to this world, or to the family members, which may drag them behind. So instead of thinking of Amitofo, they may think about the family members who are crying. For people who are there to assist Nianfo, really need to make sure that everybody understands this person is actually seeking rebirth to the Pure Lands. If you want them to have the best rebirth, the best next life, please do not cry. Now, I know this can be very difficult for family members, particularly if they're not Pure Land practitioners. They will not understand this, and that is why it's important for us Pure Land practitioners to also to communicate this with our family member, and also to teach them to Nianfo, to teach them about the Pure Land Dharma so they understand. But of course, for some people they may just never understand. Then we also don't need to worry too much. What we need to do is really to have deep faith, vow, and practice, and we will know the time of our rebirth in advance. Then we can just live easily by ourselves. By seeing you to seek rebirth, it will also give rise to their belief about this Pure Land Dharma gate. So that is also how we can tell our family members that this is actually true, like what we have seen in the US Grandma's rebirth case. Okay, so I hope this helps. Namo Amitabha Buddha. Namo Amituofo. Namo Amituofo. Namo Amituofo.